Last time in Polymorph Self, the true chronicle of adventure and skullduggery by Master Sorcerer, Scholar, and people's favourite, Onas Ondiri. The team arrived at Luna Nami, former home of the purloined ornithopter, and discovered that the castle had been a long-time den of D&D, that's druggies and disorganisation. None of the slackers who were stationed there at the time of the ornithopter theft remained. The castle's new garrison seemed almost as incompetent, and could give no leads on where the stolen aircraft could be. One thing the team did get was a map of unknown provenance that was quite obviously created by a raving pervert. A lowly camp recruit also revealed that they weren't the first group of rangers to pass through. One was led by Hjani Kitu, the Silver Fox, who had once again been taking glory for the crack team's triumphs. The other group to pass through was led by an unknown figure, possibly a mercenary. After a brief stop at the giant ribcage of a long-dead beast, the team decided to head towards an outpost at Tor Jossa in the middle of the Vossmoor. But before they could get there, they had to deal with the small matter of a pack of ravenous wolves.
What's that? And as you cock your head, you can hear low growling of wolves.
Ponies.
About 20 feet behind you, Bjorn, what's your reaction?
Wolves!
What was that?
Wolves.
Oh, wolves.
Okay, so that's your action, is to say that.
Yep.
Okay, awesome. In that case, you don't turn fully round, draw a weapon, or do anything like that. So these wolves are going to
I let him know.
jump on you.
Know.
You just basically, let them know.
I'm not good at this.
At least he's not caught flat-footed.
Okay, so he is. So here's what's
damn.
here's what's happening. Describe it to you. So now clearly, some wolves, what appears to be 3 you can see at the moment, have come over this rise. They've started off as dark shapes appearing. Hjani and you guys had a little debate about if they are ponies or not. Then they got within 20.
Ponies.
Then they got within 20 feet of Bjorn, who then heard and noticed them, and then started like frantically shouting at you guys that they're wolves. And then they've broken into a run, and they're almost upon Bjorn, who is sort of stranded out by himself. So everyone's now going to get their action to make very quickly. If anyone dithers, you dithered. So Onas.
Well, I'm going to either do prestidigitation and do a card trick to distract them, or I'm going to do Ray of Frost.
You dithered.
Choose one.
You dithered. You dithered.
I got punished.
Robyn,
I've
Seyda,
drawn my greatsword and I'm going to run towards the wolves to try and protect Bjorn.
Bjorn.
I'm going to pull my new short bow and start taking aim
Hey,
at
buddy.
the guy running at me.
Give you any arrows.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I took him.
Hjani.
I'm going to pull out my longbow and ready a rapid shot.
Okay, so here's what happens in order.
Dither.
Yeah, well, you not exactly dithering. You know, you pull out your pack of cards, you look at it, you consider what form of card trick might appeal to wolves.
Yeah, really have no better plan for wolves.
At the same time, you're kind of like laughing out loud to yourself because you kind of know this is kind of useless to Bjorn.
Wolves, whatever.
Yeah. Seyda, you draw your greatsword and go sort of striding at your faster than usual barbarian speeds. You're going to get right in there for an attack after what happens to Bjorn. Bjorn, you, as described, have 3 wolves bearing down you fast, only a few feet away, and you turn around and try to get your bow out. So basically, as you turn around, getting your bow out right in front of your face, a wolf basically jumps on you. And the other 2 sort of go pounding past you in the direction of Seyda, putting 2 of them within your bow range. So the first thing that happens, Bjorn, is what's your armor class?
I'm flat-footed? Or I'm on my back now, right?
You know what? You are a super nimble rogue, so you cannot be caught flat-footed by mere
13.
wolves. 13, okay.
15.
The wolf
sorry,
has
I'm looking at the wrong spot. 15.
15, so the wolves have bite plus 3. That's a 13 plus 3 is 16, and you were...
15.
Okay, the wolf jumps up on you, knocks you to the ground, and mauls you for 4 plus 1, 5 points of damage. No. So you're under a wolf, like going, and it's biting you. Meanwhile, the next wolf comes pounding into Seyda, who's pounding towards it, and let's roll for initiative. It has plus 2 and gets 17 plus 2 is 19.
I have plus 7 and I get 3.
That was sort of half down the
Okay,
table. You
try
can
again.
roll that again.
8
That's 8
plus 7
is 15. So you run in, but again, it's like super fast. And these seem really like large, ferocious wolves as well.
Dire wolves.
They're pissed
And they're-
about something.
And so it also jumps up at you. What's your AC?
My AC is 18.
Okay, it has bite plus 3. It rolls a 1.
Ha!
So you let it jump at you because you are ready, and it's now caught by surprise because you lured it into your ruse, and its armor class is 14, but you're also going to be sort of catching it by surprise, so it drops to 12.
Okay. I'm using my greatsword as a +4. 9 + 4 is 13.
Okay, so you successfully hit. You let it jump up and strike at its underbelly.
2d6 + 2. Can I have another d6? 4 + 1 is 5 + 2 is 7.
Okay, you slash it across its side. It's wounded, but still alive. Okay, bringing us to Hjani. The third wolf is sort of by Seyda, but it's going to like pound by. They're basically charging you, so you've got a clear shot at it.
Okay,
its AC is 14.
Okay, so I'm also trying a rapid shot right now. Could I also try to attack the one that's attacking Seyda with my second shot?
No, you can't see past Seyda clearly
okay.
at this
All
point.
right, so I'm not rapid shotting then.
Okay, it's got AC 14.
Okay. 18 plus 7, which is my normal longbow attack bonus. So, yes, I hit it, 25.
You do roll the damage.
My damage is a 1d8 plus 1, so
with your
1d8.
composite longbow with a +1 sort of design bonus.
8 plus 1, 9.
9, okay. An arrow is sticking out of its side. It seems to be limping towards you now rather than running towards you, but it's still just on its feet.
Tough wolves.
Yeah, which brings us round to the next round. So it would be in order, first of all, Onas, then Bjorn, then Seyda, then Hjani.
Well, I'm going to do my old maneuver of going and saving Bjorn with a shocking grasp of the whatever thing is attacking him on top of him. In this case, a wolf.
No, okay, now I guess you said that and we're doing the no turning back time thing. So you start heading towards him. Now, Hjani has hit one with an arrow, but it's still charging into that space between you and Hjani and them. So
okay,
you might meet it on the way. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you start sort of trying to circumnavigate the area, but getting yourself over to Bjorn. So you're going to arrive there the next turn.
On my way, buddy.
Bjorn, you're under this wolf. What are you going to do?
Can I? Am I able to maneuver my dagger? Get my dagger out?
You can pull out any weapon you might have and try and stab it.
I'm going to pull out my dagger and give it a poke.
Okay.
I rolled a big 2.
A 2. Okay.
Plus 1 is a 3.
Is 3. Okay. You are pinned and fail to get at your dagger. Do you have like weapons apart from your dagger you can stab it with?
Short sword
might do more damage. Okay, just
same amount. Yeah, it's
okay,
pretty much all the same.
You go for the dagger, but you can't quite get it out of there. So now it's going to have another attack on you. What's your flat-footed AC?
Flat-footed AC is 12.
Yeah. And how many hit points do you have left, by the way?
6.
You only have 6 left, so it has the potential to maul you to death if it hits.
Well, let's see what it's got.
On my way.
That is a 2 plus 3 is 5. So it tries to maul you, and you just get your hands up between its neck and its jaws and prevent it from biting you further. Seyda, it's what was your AC again?
My AC is 18.
Bite plus 3, 14 plus 3 is 17. So it tries to bite you and just gets stiff leather. Seyda.
Okay, let's attack it with my greatsword again.
Yeah, its AC again is 14.
That's a 16 plus 4 is 20.
It's a hit.
Yay! 2d6. 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 2 is 8.
Okay, so it comes in for the bite. It bites only leather, and you sort of throw it down onto the ground and stab down two-handed with your sword and slay it.
Stupid pony.
May as well have been a pony. Huh?
Hjani, you have another shot, but you've got a decision here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you take out the one running at you that's already hit and 100% protect Onas from damage as he goes in, or do you try and also try to save Bjorn by taking a shot at him? He's not that far away.
Okay, well, if I can point blank shot it, then I'll point blank shot it.
No, they're each in regular range.
Oh, they're all
I'm just saying, do you continue with the one running towards you and potentially Onas as he tries to get over there, or do you try and help save Bjorn with a spectacular medium range shot?
Don't mind me over here.
Okay. Wait. Do I have is it close enough for me to rapid shot the two of them? Because
Choose a target or you get no shot. That's what's happening here.
Okay, fine. The one that's rushing at me, might as well take care of this
Its
first.
AC is 14.
Okay. 18 plus 7. I'm fine. 25.
Okay.
Okay, so the damage is 1d8 plus 1. Should I roll? Oh, it's a 3 plus 1.
Rolls only count if we hear a beautiful rolling noise on the podcast.
8 plus 1. 9.
Okay, this one literally gets it right between the eyes in the literal sense, and it falls down, allowing Onas to go running past it.
Is it okay? I'm worried about that wolf. Is he okay?
No.
Okay.
So basically, you make the run to try and intervene with Bjorn before he gets mauled.
Sure.
But this thing's coming charging at you, and you're like, I hope Hjani makes the shot, and just as it's about to sort of turn into you and maul you, an arrow strikes it right in the face, and it drops, and you just keep running by without breaking the strand.
That's okay.
Allowing you to get in and get your one attack to help Bjorn before the next round. What do you do?
So yes, I'm in range now. I leap. I'm gonna because I see he's getting mauled pretty bad. He's almost biting his face off. So
there's blood coming out somewhere. You can't see where.
So not only do I don't just walk up and touch it. I leap in the last foot or two. I leap and just grab that mangy neck in my hand and fur and
no, grab the dog. Grab the dog.
Okay, I grab the wolf and I do my shocking grasp.
Roll the damage.
Okay, so damage roll on this. Sorry,
it has 13 hit points. So let's suspense because you don't want it to bite Bjorn again.
Okay, and I've got 1d6 per level, so I'm level 2. So I'm gonna roll. I rolled a 3 and a 1. That's 4.
What a mess.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Maybe it distracted it though. Maybe.
Okay. Yeah. You shock it, and it sort of yelps and does one of those sort of wolf dog things where it like flips its body and to get back on its
belly.
to get back on its feet. And now Bjorn and Onas are on their feet facing this wolf. So let's have another initiative check. The wolf has +2 and gets a 3 + 2 is 5. It seems to be stunned from the shock. Roll your initiative, Bjorn.
All right, I've got a 3 initiative. That's a 23.
Okay, you are sort of bleeding and pissed off at this thing. It's stunned. You're going to be able to just jump in there and get in 2 stabs with whatever you want.
2 stabs?
Oh, yeah.
All right, I got
super good initiative and reflexes. It got super low and it's stunned by the shocking grasp.
Well, I've still got my dagger in my hand. Let's take care of business.
Okay, you have to beat a 12.
Well, that's a 10. That's 11.
And what's your next one?
Let's have another go.
Oh,
it's a 3. What do you got?
I don't know. Maybe throw it better.
Let's have a re-roll.
What?
Yeah, you're kind of dropping it. You're not rolling it. You're just dropping
What
it.
difference does it make? It's a
you
dice.
meant to roll it. It's not a dice drop.
The difference is a
roll.
massive blowout on the sound. It's not as nice. Oh, that's wonderful.
That's a 12.
And it hits
Plus
2.
a 1.
You see, everybody wins.
Except Morphe.
Okay, you get that stab in. It's 1d4, right?
Yeah, it's a 1d4. And that's a 1.
Okay, you take advantage of it being stunned. You dive in with your dagger. I'm going to stab this wolf to death. Your first one, it just sort of backs off you, and then your second one, you manage to nick it. Which brings it to the wolf's turn. Does it? Now it's sort of it's literally backed into a corner. Does it try to bite you, or does it try to bite Onas? I'm going to give you odds and you evens, and I'm rolling a d6. 3 odds.
Have at it.
It's got your number. What's your armor class, sorry?
15.
Bite +3. 13 + 3 is 16.
Just gets me again.
And it rolls a 2. And in case you think I'm fudging it not to kill you, you can just look over the thing here.
Yeah, that's a 2. He's not fudging. There's no
Okay,
fudge
2
back
+
there.
1 is 3. You get bitten for 3 points of damage.
Those sausages you've got in your pocket.
No, he smells my dog.
At which point Seyda comes running onto the scene with her attack.
I've got my throwing axe. I'm going to throw my throwing axe at this wolf.
Okay, so what's your... its AC is, in this case, 14.
Okay, I have a +5 to my throwing axe. Let's save these guys. Oh no. 5 + 5 is only 10.
Okay, you stop, you steady yourself, you pull your throwing axe from your hip coolly, You throw it through the air, and it just goes right over the top of the wolf and disappears into the bushes. But in fact, it's now Bjorn's turn and then Onas's turn. So, oh no, Hjani hasn't had a trouble. But Hjani, there's 3 people standing between you and this wolf. So,
am I able to run up to it as well?
You can. You will
Okay,
arrive
so
next
I'm
turn.
pulling out
But you would arrive next turn.
Oh, okay. Then I don't know. There's not much I can do. I'm gonna pull out my longsword while running.
Okay, yeah, you run over to help with your longsword.
Might as well just polish
Drawn.
the knife.
Am I? Oh, if I charge, am I able to push him out of the way?
That is an awesome idea. I'll just let it happen. Bjorn, you get your dagger ready. It seems like it's time to finish this thing. Onas prepares his next ray of frost. You're focused. The wolf is snarling, staring you down. All you and the wolf, Bjorn, are both bleeding. Now's the time. You ready for the strike? And suddenly, bong, both you and Onas are knocked over like bowling pins as Hjani comes charging through and shoulder barges you both to the ground, longsword drawn. Hjani, its AC is 14. Your longsword.
Oh, fantastic. I get a hit. Okay. Or I get to try a hit. Wait, where's the... 8 plus 5. That is a 13.
A 13, and its AC is 14.
Oh.
You knock them down like bowling pins and also go crashing to the ground yourself,
Oh no.
Thanks.
leaving Seyda with the last chance to hit it before it tries to bite somebody again.
I guess I'm whipping up my greatsword again.
Okay.
Trusty greatsword.
AC
plus 4.
14.
6 plus 4 is 10 again.
Okay, at this point, this fast, agile wolf is, again, I love using the phrase literally, but it is actually running rings around you. It's literally dancing around your blows,
Can you distract it with some card tricks,
running
please?
around and round and around.
That's going to have more effect than anything else you guys have
That's
done.
right, and Onas is now thinking to myself, should have stuck with that card trick. Wasn't dithering after all. Anyway, and now this is a wounded wolf. All its sort of pack mates of this attack are dead, and you're together in a group now. So it takes this opportunity. It takes one look at you and then just goes pounding off full wolf speed off into the misty gorse.
Looks like we outfoxed him.
Outwolfed him.
Sorry. Looks like we
Out-
we won.
I was hoping someone would bring back Pony for the 3rd time.
Unmolested ponies. We molested that wolf.
I'm
Okay.
going to go traipse into the bush and find my lost throwing axe while
Whilst
we're
we all
making pony
pull.
puns.
You do that. You notice that Bjorn, sitting on the ground, is sort of clutching at his neck, looking uncomfortable, and blood is oozing between his fingers.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if we need
where
to...
he's got several large sort of.
Don't
like,
worry,
tooth
I'll
marks.
I'll stuff these holes in my neck with some balm.
Yeah, we need to pull our balm yet again and our various fluids to help you.
No, I'm good. I got my
got
own
one
balm.
balm.
We've
Well,
all
let's see
got.
how- let's
I
see
hope you
how
all
it
wrote
goes.
down your balm.
Yeah, I wrote my balm down. I'm feeling balmy.
We all have one balm.
I apply a balm. Sorry, that was a 1d8.
Okay.
Yes.
By the way, talking of wrapping things up, and these 3 wolves were all, to use 3.5 speak,
Ooh.
challenge rating 1 creatures. So they were worth 300 each. So it's 900 points between you.
Oh, even the wolf we didn't kill?
Yeah,
got
you
away.
have you won the situation.
Hey,
That's
hang
fine.
on a minute. I see here from my character sheet, just to go meta, that I am now over 3,000.
It's 900 between you, so between
Yeah.
4.
Yep.
Oh, I was dividing it by 3. We're still over.
Yeah, we're still over.
You're over?
Hang on,
Yep.
900
Hang on,
divided
Because we
Divided
by...
by-
only had about 100 left, right?
4, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. I'm just pretending to do maths until someone else comes up with the answer. Carry the wolf.
You know what? The DM will make a ruling. Since you're all going to be between 10 and 30 points off going up a level. Yeah, to do the experience points.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am... Congratulations. After
Hey.
Well done, team.
after weeks of adventuring and getting all this practice and experience in, your skills have been honed. And your abilities. And we can level up on the spot because you're a sorcerer, not a wizard. You don't have to do the study. You now become more attuned to the forces of the universe.
So
and
that wolf runs off, and as it does, you see me kind of like just go. Hey guys!
after the shocking grasp, your awareness of the force becomes greater.
He has a very shocking grasp of his
Yeah.
skills now.
So here's what we're
I'm
going
going
to
to continue
do.
making that joke.
Everyone get your pencils ready, and I shall read
Ready.
out your bonuses for leveling up.
Yes.
You're all level 3 now.
Ooh.
Oh, that feels
Level
good.
3.
So there's erasers and pencils out there, right? So let's start with Seyda, the
Yay.
barbarian. So First of all, the thing that everyone gets, and after I've said everyone gets a feat, but we're going to choose that at the end of this little session. So,
Okay.
Seyda, on your skills, at the top of the list, there's a place called maximum ranks. Right at the top of the list in the black bar, the top of the skills list. Can everyone look for this, by the way?
Oh, I see. Yeah,
So
I see.
everyone, where it says maximum ranks, it's going to be 6/3, which means you can add up to 6 points into the ranks of your class skills, and 3 if it's not your class skills, your cross-class skills. Because your skill is a combination of bonuses from abilities, your strength, wisdom modifiers, and how many ranks you add. You can now add up to 6 ranks, per class skill. And everyone's going to get +1 feat. We'll do that last. So, Seyda, your base attack goes up to +3.
Ooh,
Which means all your attacks written in your attack boxes will be up by 1,
yay!
ranged or otherwise. Also, you need to roll 1d12 plus your constitution bonus to add to your hit points.
1d.
12. What's your constitution bonus?
My constitution bonus is +2.
Now, for the sake of my games, you can re-roll 1s or 2s, like the lower percentile of this.
Okay.
So it's not just a waste game-wise. So
let's see. I have 11 + 2 is 13.
you get 13 more hit points.
Wow.
Ooh, that's
You
lot
are
of
a
hit points.
huge physical barbarian. You have the largest hit
That's
dice increase.
36 hit points for me now.
Now, next are your saving throws. These may or may not have gone up, but I'll read out your 3 base, because you'll notice they are made up of the base plus some bonuses, right?
Uh-huh.
So your base saving throws is Fortitude 3, Reflex 1, Will 1.
Fortitude
3.
3, yeah? That's still the same.
Ref 1 and Will 1.
Okay, I've got an extra one in those 2.
Okay, also. And you have gained a Barbarian special ability.
Ooh.
I'm going to have to label this particular, whatever episode this bit is in, I'm going to have to label it like the hardcore nerd episode, aren't
Yeah.
I? It is of interest because we don't do it that often, but it's really for...
Maybe we should cut it off and put it in a vault somewhere so people who
No,
want to
no,
listen to
this is good. This is as long as it's now and again, it's fine, but this is like hardcore stuff now. This is level up stats. So, Seyda, you get Trap Sense +1
Trap Sense +1.
in special abilities, which means any reflex saved versus traps or tricks, you're going to get that +1. And finally, what's your intelligence modifier?
My intelligence modifier is +1.
So you get a total of 5 points to add to your existing skills or to any skill which is your...
Okay.
So basically, for every skill point you add, you get a rank. If it's not your class skill, then 1 point you spend only gets you half a rank. You have to spend 2 to get 1 on your bonus, okay?
So the class skills are the ones
that are ticked, basically.
Ticked. I see, okay.
Yeah.
So I can add 5 points anywhere.
Across any of the ticked ones. But don't forget, you can only... The maximum amount of ranks in the ranks column you can add is 6 per skill.
Mm-hmm.
Any skills you have that are like 8 or 9, it's because you have special abilities and you add the appropriate modifier, right? So you can add 5 points to your ranks. Okay, let's go to Bjorn. So Bjorn, yes, your maximum rank is now up to 6 and you're going to get 1 feat to choose later. Mm-hmm. Your base attack goes up to +2. Hooray! So you get +1 to all attacks. Okay. And what's your constitution bonus?
Constitution bonus? You mean my entire
the modifier,
ability score?
The modifier next to constitution.
Oh, nothing.
Okay, so you get 1d6 more hit points, but you can re-roll 1s and 2s. 6, you get 6 more hit points. Nice.
Great.
That was a good time to roll a 6.
Yeah,
Your
that's
D6.
a good time 6.
Yeah.
Good times.
Now, here are your modified base saving throws. I'm not sure if these have gone up or not. Fortitude is now you get +1.
Oh, okay.
Is that up from
Yeah.
+0?
Yeah. It's up from 0.
Reflex is +3 base.
Okay.
Is that the same or is that up?
Same.
And will is +1.
Okay, great.
Now you get 2 special abilities, Rogue, at level 3. First of all, your sneak attack goes up to 2d6. So if someone is not watching you and you attack them, you get 2d6 plus extra damage.
Yeah, skill I would like to use more.
Because you were able to strike their vital organs. And this can be flanking as well. If you're in a regular fight and someone's fighting Onas and you're behind them, sneak attack totally counts. You don't have to make a check, you just get +2d6 damage.
It's usually the other way around though, isn't it? He's usually being beaten, I'm the one saving his ass. But
If I
If that
stopped
ever
at
did
if,
happen.
yeah.
It's
Well,
changing
let's continue. But good point. Point well made.
yeah, I just thought that had to be made again.
Based on demonstrable historical record.
That's what I was getting
Yeah.
at.
But yeah, you have your sneak attack is awesome. Now 2d6, and you get trap sense +1. So in special abilities, write trap sense +1.
Okay.
That means you get +1 on reflex saves whenever you get.
All right.
Yes,
I already had
trap
trap
is fine.
finding. Is that
Yeah,
the
this is
same
a
thing?
new one
Oh,
called Trap
really?
Sense
Okay.
and +1. Yep. Now, also, here's the thing: since you're a rogue, what's your intelligence modifier? You get big bonus skill points. To add.
+4 is my.
So you get 12 points to add across your skill ranks.
Whoa. Jeez. Okay.
But you can only add ranks up to 6, right? So if it's and here's the thing: pretty much 80% of the skills are ticked for you, right?
Yeah.
And so any of the ticked ones, 1 point spent is 1 rank in the rank column, which will put up the total, right? And you can spend up to 12 points on skills. So you get to work on that, and I'll go to Hjani.
Right.
Okay.
Hjani, as a fighter, your maximum ranks are 6, and you're going to get the feat everyone else does.
Yep.
Your base attack goes up to +3.
Oh, great.
So all your attacks are up +1.
Okay. Trying to figure out where. Oh, okay. Here it is. +3. Nice.
Yeah, and that will affect all your attack boxes below it there. You'll get
Same with longbow.
Yeah, because longbow is your base plus your dexterity,
Oh, right.
and the other one is your base plus your strength. Okay, and you are going to get 1d10 plus your constitution modifier hit points. So what's your constitution modifier?
My constitution modifier is just nothing.
Okay, so get a d10 and right in front of Bjorn there. And you can re-roll if you get 1 or 2.
Okay. 3.
You get 3 more hit points. Fair's fair. You know, sometimes, Bjorn and Seyda got good with that one, but,
I think that was my only good roll in like
bad,
4
good.
episodes.
That's the pattern.
Now,
You need it.
by the way, the feat that you're all going to get, they're pretty effective. They're pretty good. We'll check that in a moment. So, Hjani, your saves, your fortitude save becomes +3 base. Is that up?
No, that's the same.
And the other two both become +1. So they're up, right? Your base reflex save becomes +1, and your will
yes,
+1.
yes. Okay, so my will is now at 0, and my reflex is at 6.
Cool. And what's your intelligence bonus?
None.
Okay, so you get 2 points to add to skills.
Okay, so 2 upon the 3 that we already have, or what? Or no?
You can add 2 points to any of your existing
Okay.
skill ranks.
Okay,
Yeah.
I see.
The maximum is 6. Now, Onas.
Good.
Again, your max rank's up to 6. You're going to get a feat later on. Your base attack is still at +1, which is the same. But you do add 1d4 hit points.
1d. Well,
What's your constitution bonus?
+2.
Really? What's your
Yeah.
constitution?
My constitution is 15 +2.
So you get 1d4 +2, re-rolling a 1 or a 2.
1d4. Okay, +2. Well, I rolled a 3.
So you get 5 extra hit
Very
points.
good. That's pretty good. So I'm now up to 15.
For a sorcerer, that's pretty good, yeah.
Can I just say that I like this bit of the podcast because this is the first time I can be out of fucking character. And I just want to say, I'm a pretty buff guy. I go to the gym, I work out, I eat well, and to have to play this fucking sniveling, sorcerer, book-loving, bookworm piece of shit whilst...
Whilst in real life, you're a big badass.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
And
and
You know
now...
there are pictures.
And
on
I
the
can
website.
finally get out of character and tell this guy who's telling us what to do a piece of my mind. You can fuck it.
Okay, get back in character because here comes your
Christ.
saves. Your
Yeah,
fortitude.
yes.
Your fortitude
okay.
becomes +1.
And let me just get his hit points down. Hit points are now 15.
Yep.
Fortitude. Okay, that's the saving throws.
The base saving throw becomes +1 for fortitude. Is that's
Oh,
up,
so
right?
that's at 0 at the moment.
Yeah, so now it's +1.
So it's 1.
Yeah, the base. There might be other things.
Yeah, I've
that
got a
add to
2
it.
modifier
Yeah.
on it.
And then the base reflex becomes +1,
Oh, okay. So that was that was 0 as well. So
and the base will is +3, which might be the same.
oh
Might be-
wow. Well that
That's
was 3.
So that's the same.
No, but doesn't it get 3 added to the 3 base?
No, the base is 3. So
Oh,
if it
okay.
was already 3, it
I
didn't
see.
change.
I've got
yeah.
you. Okay, so now reflex is 1, so it's
Yeah.
1, 1, 3. Okay.
Now, you've got some extra things to the others. So your spells per day have gone up to 6/5, which means you get one extra first level a day. Instead of 6/4, it's 6/5.
Okay.
And your spells known go up to 5/3, but you're going to get one bonus for our thing we talked about, which we'll get into in a moment.
5/3.
Yeah, so you get an extra. You all know another third level of spell a day, but I'm going to give you this extra one for your pathway that we're going to talk about in a moment. And what's your intelligence bonus?
I think it's 0. Yeah.
Okay, so you get 2 skill points to share.
Okay.
Now, what we're going to do at this point is we're going to choose and add your feats and choose your spells off mic while people rotate and do our. The only unresolved thing is that poor Bjorn is sitting on the floor, bleeding out of his neck wound still.
I'm going to handle it.
The first thing is, who's got a good number on their heal check?
Not high.
Nope.
Who's got the best one?
I got a 1. I got a 1 to heal.
That's on yourself though, so you don't count.
Oh,
Who
yeah,
out
true.
of the others has got the best heal check?
It's on a wisdom.
Yeah, it's your wisdom, guys.
Nope, I would be a -1.
I've got a +1 on my wisdom.
I've got a +2 on my wisdom.
So,
Beautiful.
Seyda, roll against DC 15 with your +1. If you succeed, you manage to stifle the wounds and
I do
stop
have
Bjorn
those
bleeding.
roots from last time.
You
I
do,
have some-
you
Just
do,
gonna
don't you?
stuff
Some
a
healing
root
If
in
you
my
want to
hole.
use some of that, you get +5 to this roll.
I'll use one of my healing roots.
You do. So if you succeed, then you stop his bleeding and heal 2 hit points
A +5. Okay, let's see.
using a paste made from the.
6 + 5 is 11.
Oh, okay. You use the paste from the magical root, but his blood is not congealed, and you're still
Whip some roots out.
pretty injured. So I guess you better get that magical balm up.
Thanks.
I tried.
I
I wasted one of my roots on you.
Okay, so who's
I'm gonna
holding?
balm up.
I believe that Onas has the bomb.
I do.
No,
have
no,
a
no.
bomb.
We all split it up. I've got one here.
We split bomb. Yeah,
I've got a
one
heal
each
bomb here.
from the guide.
All right, so I'm going to use it, and that's a D8. Yes,
It's D6. You apply your bomb.
that's a 3.
Okay, get 3 hit points back, and you are not bleeding.
Oh, thank God.
Are you feeling better?
No,
Well, how many hit points do you have out of how many now?
I have 6 out of 17.
Look, I
Wait,
haven't-
you only have 6 left, or you've taken 6?
I've only got 6 left.
Oh, that's right.
buddy.
I got down to
look,
3 in that fight. Like I was near death.
Amazingly, I haven't ever taken any damage ever. I'm blessed in some way.
Oh, DM takes notes.
Even though I leap towards wolves and electrocute them and save your ass on numerous, so you can take my bomb.
You know
I'm giving
what?
it to you.
Keep your
Again.
bomb. Keep your bomb.
No.
Let's move on.
I rush up to Bjorn and try to hold him down and apply balm all over his face and body.
You do that easily because he's
I'm
wounded
bombing him.
and
I'm a little
weak.
woozy from the lack of blood.
Okay.
I roll a D6
Onas,
then.
you pin him down and smother him in balm.
I feel like
Jeez,
this
it's
is some
just
kind
like-
Do I have to
This is just like
masticate
grade school.
it first? I have to chew it and then just kind of.
of. Should we have
spoon
done
into
this
his
back
mouth?
in the city where you could have made some money?
He pins me down and then just hovers over my face with like one string of spit that he keeps sucking back up into his mouth.
With my
And
telekinesis
am I
hand.
speaking out loud? I don't know. Anyways, can you roll a D6? See what it does to me?
Yeah, do I do the roll then?
Yeah, it's the blue guy.
Because I'm applying, so I'm rolling. Here we
Yep.
go. Take this, buddy. 3.
Thank you.
Another 3 hit points back.
Back at 9.
So be careful, that's all I'm saying.
Oh God.
Maybe sneak more. That's what you're supposed to do, right?
Yeah. Don't get bitten and stabbed.
Don't just shout wolves when there's wolves. Like,
Yeah.
Fight the wolves.
Hey, I
Or
was
run
letting you
out of the
guys
way.
know that
By
there were
being
wolves
attacked
there.
by wolves.
You could always just run towards this big.
wolves. Oh,
How else was I going to let you guys know?
Oh!
Hmm?
Anyway, so.
All right. Let's keep moving then. We've healed up Bjorn as much as he wants to be healed up.
And more.
You continue west or north? West towards the outpost, right?
Let's go
Yes.
to the outpost.
Okay.
Yes.
You spend the rest of the day marching through the moors west. As you go, you're steadily ascending. The grass is getting sparser. It's like thistles and small stubs and of grass. More rocks are like poking through. You're getting higher. The wind's a little bit stronger. There's this drizzly rain floating around the air. And as the light is fading, you get as far as seeing what on the map is an elevation. It really starts sort of heading up, and you can see maybe another couple of miles off yet, the rock sort of poking out, and there's a sort of rock stack like a tor up there. You can't make out if there's any kind of outpost or what the thing might be referring to yet, but if you continue from this point, by the time you get up there, it'll be dark. So you got two choices: camp first, or just push on and climb up there, but in the darkness.
Well, if we camp first, he can heal up a little bit, right?
Well,
we're all a little worried about Bjorn here.
That's true, but it might be. I mean, does it look like they can see us? They'd be able to see us from up there, because it might be a good idea to approach under night.
It's a couple of miles off. You haven't got very good visibility. All you can see is like this rise and a tor sort of like looming up ahead.
And a what?
A tor. It's like where the winds and rains buffet the rocks on moors, so there's only like a stack or a boulder left by itself.
Yeah.
No clue.
Erosion.
That's what we see there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like it's a moor full of like heather and gorse, and it rises so high that the rocks become exposed, and there's like these sort of like rock stacks.
Maybe, but pointier.
No, but they also have
like rocks at the top. Yeah,
I thought they were artificial.
Yeah. But I mean,
all right. Anyways,
but it's a whole area several miles long that's rising up, but you can just see this rock stack up there, right? So do you want to reach it like tonight, or do you want to camp first?
I think also if we camp here, then we can see if there's any light coming from the tor from this distance.
Yeah, great. So who's going on watch?
Not me.
I'm sleeping in.
Oh, I guess I've got to take.
Shall I take the same order, or do you want to have watch?
He's got to sleep.
Yeah.
So Onas replaces.
Yeah, Onas, you go first. I'll still take my second watch.
I'll go last.
Okay.
I seem to be okay with like interrupting my sleep.
I'm not. I need straight 7 hours.
Okay, you set up camp at the foot of the rise. You know where the rocks that are rising up are going to give you a bit of shelter out the wind. You set up your tent. You bed down for the night.
Is it before midnight when I take my first watch?
We'll come to that.
Okay.
I have to roll secretly for reasons that are secret. Onas, during your watch, everybody else is sound asleep in the tent, while you heroically stand out on the rocks at night. The stars are in the sky, the wind whipping in your face. And you're specifically keeping your eye up the slopes towards where it's now like pretty dark, but where this tor would be, looking out for any sparkles of light. And you do, in fact, see a tiny spot of light, which is a perfect square.
Right.
And you surmise that it must be like a window. So there must be some sort of hut or building up there near the rock. And there is, in fact, it's very, far off. It's still a couple of miles away, but you can see this perfectly square light coming through the otherwise pitch dark night. And that's what you see while you're on your watch. And then in the morning, do you want to wake them up?
Can I just say my watch was pre-midnight? Because I just wanted to use my day conjuring monster spell allowance to conjure a sugar glider, and it was attached to my shoulder and kept me company at night. Because I've got the spell to cast.
So what happened is that you...
and it died at midnight.
You dreamed that. And then after you fell asleep after your watch, and Okay. No, I wouldn't ever undermine a player like that. You did that.
I did it. I mean, it's dead now. Like it hits midnight, that creature dies. Yeah, it's gone.
Well, usually the summon thing is how many minutes per your level.
I summoned it for some time. I played with my sugar glider, and I also...
Morning has broken, and you all come out of your tent onto the windswept moors.
Hey, guys.
What?
There was a thing I saw. It was a light, and I surmised that the light was from a window because it was square. And it was from that tor over there.
Wait, didn't you have a sugar glider before we all went to sleep?
I don't want to talk about that anymore. It's a pretty touchy subject. He's over there in that tiny, tiny grave that I made.
Oh.
Or breakfast.
All right. Oh, tastes like ectoplasm. Okay, so you say that there are people up there.
There was definitely a light, an artificial light of some kind up there, window-like. So yeah, we should approach with some kind of caution, I think.
All right. Well,
Caution, sneakiness.
Yeah.
We could sneak.
Sneak.
If any of us could sneak.
You do have your reversible cloaks that at the moment I assume are on their green camouflage size.
I wanted to take one of the wolf pelts. Damn it. All right. I wanted to.
You were in no position to take a wolf pelt.
No, I wasn't.
That wolf took
But
your
I
pelt.
should have told one of you guys.
There's a wolf out there wearing your skin.
Get that belt for me.
My sneak's actually pretty good as well. whatever it is. That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
So, maybe we...
You guys should maybe go on ahead.
Yeah.
well, I'll
What
look
did I heal in the night?
Okay, you look after me.
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
What?
got 1 point back from a good night's sleep. Because
Fucking with me?
There's a
no,
stare.
because wolf bites don't magically close up from a good night's sleep.
It's true.
Yeah, but balms make me feel good. Oh, good.
DM takes notes.
Suddenly more wolves appear on
The
the horizon.
character-
They have unfinished business.
The character,
Wolf.
the character death list. Yeah.
There's some ponies and a ghostly-looking sugar glider with them.
Okay. So all I want to know is, apart from the fact you're obviously going to covertly stick to the grasses and the rocks and approach this carefully, are you going to go through with the idea I heard where someone's going to kind of scout ahead a little bit ahead of the pack? Anyone particularly sneaky or fast?
I'll scout first. This guy can be behind me.
I think you guys.
What I mean is, are you sending anyone like a little bit ahead of the group?
I might as well do that because I've got a +8 to this stuff.
Okay. So, Bjorn, you've got a +8 to move silently, right?
Mhm.
So make that roll. You got to beat 15. And if you succeed, let's see if you succeed first.
All right, so that's a 19 +8, 17,
So,
27.
Listen carefully, everyone. Bjorn goes a little bit ahead of you. He turns. He gives you one last look. He puts his hood up. He covers himself in the green cloak.
Thumbs up.
With the mists and the grasses, he sort of gets ahead of you, and then, as if by magic, he just disappears. And he's just sneaking undetected. And now he's you can't even see him. Obviously, he's ahead of you somewhere, but he just like disappears right in there. Now, for the next hour, you sort of carefully work your way up the elevated slopes among the rocks towards this tour. Bjorn, you're ahead of the pack. You're just going up this sort of slope over boulders in between cracks, undetected and just skillful as anything you can imagine. And you get up there and you see that to the side of this rock stack on the top of this part of the elevation is in fact what looks like a simple wooden cabin that's been built up there. And you can see it has a one window in the side of it, one door, and you can see 2 humanoid figures hanging around the door in conversation. But these are not humans or elves. Now, being a half-elf and living in an elven society, you know all about these things. These are called hobgoblins. They're about 6'6" tall humanoids, quite burly looking, and they're sort of like brown-skinned. They're like the taller, stronger cousin of goblins, basically, from mythology. So these things are well known for 2 things. They're slightly stronger and bigger than their goblin cousins, and they love to dominate other goblinoids. And secondly, they are traditionally thought of as the mortal enemies of elves. But no hobgoblins have dared to attack or come near the kingdom of Cacathra with its huge organized armies and civilization in living memory. So there are 2 hobgoblins, these sort of goblinoid, large, burly versions of goblins with brown skin, sort of hanging around with armor, with light wooden shields, a spear, and they're kind of hanging out in front of the door, like chatting. They obviously seem to be keeping an eye out, but the others are a little bit far away to be seen yet, and you're like really close up there, completely undetected. So you can see there are 2 like enemies at this sort of, and you recognize the cabin has been similar to the other lodges. It's obviously been built by you guys back at one point as a kind of stopover or something, but there's 2 enemies up there at the moment, keeping an eye out.
All right. I want to sneak back then and tell these guys what I've just seen.
Oh yeah, you aced your roll. You can just sneak wherever you like.
Pling, 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 pling,
Okay, Bjorn appears from behind a rock and rejoins you.
Whoa. Oh,
Hey!
welcome back.
Guys, shut the fuck up.
What did you... anything up there?
2 hobgoblins at the source of the light. It's a cabin.
Oh,
Was
must
there a
kill them.
window? Was I right surmising there was a window?
There was one window. So 2 hobgoblins.
2 hobgoblins. They
Uh,
hate elves. How do they feel about humans?
I don't know. Is that a local knowledge?
They also hate humans.
All right.
Hobgoblins.
Pretty hatey.
Yeah, you're not playing the race card on this one.
I was just maybe going to go up there, have a little chat like, oh, elves, aren't they terrible? And then,
Clock them
sneak
on the
into-
head
Yeah.
and then disembowel them.
Yeah.
Yeah, good plan.
Bjorn, part of what you observed was they were definitely up there kind of expecting someone and on a lookout, but they haven't seen you guys as yet, but they're definitely on the lookout.
I did surmise that when you mentioned it. I just wasn't going to tell these guys because I forgot. Yeah, it looks like they're down to clown. They've got armor and weapons. So obviously there's something up there they're protecting. They're watching out for something. So they're ready or something.
Let's disembowel them
Okay,
or decapitate them.
that sounds good. How about I try to sneak up first? You guys are close behind me, and I see if I can far off shot them. Just to, take down their hit points a bit before
Or-
we run up to kill them. Or you and I say to run up to kill them.
Yeah, I was gonna.
You also have sneak attack options.
Yeah, I want to
And
be
potions.
up there sneaking as well.
Sneak around them so you can flank them. Then
Yeah,
you'll
sure.
get
Why not?
better.
So we have someone sneaking up under your cover, someone covering them with a bow.
I'll head up behind you. After you draw them, I'll go up and sword them.
Yeah.
And Onas.
Well, I don't think I'm particularly sneaky, but I don't know how unsneaky I am. So I was thinking, if I could sneak up, then I can put one of those babies to sleep.
Well, let's see how the initial plan goes. So,
Yep.
Bjorn, your role was so good, and you're familiar with this terrain. You're just in like Flynn, to use a.
An American movie spoofing British movies.
I thought
What's
it was
a movie?
Errol Flynn, right? Yeah.
What are you talking
Errol
about?
Flynn, the actor.
In like Flint
Oh,
was the
Britain
spy
was Flynn.
spoofs.
Okay. You sneak up there and get around the side of the cabin, awaiting Hjani's strike to see if you can then jump in and backstab, take them out assassin style. They don't seem to be too smart. They're not really. They're facing the slope that you're coming up, but it's kind of, you get at the top there. There's like mists and clouds of fine rain. They're not really, paying attention. They're talking. Hjani just pops out behind the rock. You get yourself in position. And you're going to take a long range shot, right? Now it's just outside your first range increment, so you're going to have a -2.
I just got far shot, so does that change my range increment to 15 to 30%?
It most certainly does. So yeah, when we took a break before, the
Yeah.
feat you chose was far shot. That's
Yes.
right. So you get no penalty.
Nice.
Now,
Alright, so-
their
Don't
AC,
screw this up.
they are holding armor and stuff, but they are flat-footed. So their AC is 13.
All right, so I have a +8 right now to my attack bonus. But are they situated in a way where I can do rapid shot?
Not at this range.
Okay.
Let's see what you can do.
All right. So I just try to hit one of them then.
Okay.
11 + 8, 19.
Okay. You send a far shot arrow up into the air. There's a moment where it's sort of like flying. You all hold your breath, and what's the damage?